Welcome to SnapComms. This tutorial introduces and then demonstrates the concept of app profiles, which have been introduced into SnapComms server and app software from version 18.4. What are app profiles? App profiles are a concept which allow the settings associated with the SnapComms app to be changed from the Content Manager rather than having to uninstall, re-provision and download, then reinstall the app itself. Why have we introduced app profiles? We know from your feedback that in the early days of your SnapComms onboarding, as your organization tests and understands the behavior of the SnapComms app and tools, numerous app setting changes are often required. An example of a setting that you may want to change is the SnapComms screensaver timeout setting. The default app setting is that the PC will be idle for 10 minutes before the SnapComms screensaver takes effect. You may receive feedback from your staff that the 10-minute timeout is too long to leave screens open and that the screensaver should display after 4 minutes of idle time. As you know, changing this screensaver timeout setting in the app currently requires either an uninstall, re-provision download and reinstall of the app, or alternatively a group policy update. We understand that this reinstall process, simply to change a setting within the app, is time-consuming and often costly, especially when a third party is involved to approve and install the different apps. So how do app profiles work? For each organization, there will be a default profile, which applies to the whole organization. The SnapComms app will use the settings defined in this default profile and be deployed in the normal way to all end users. Once the app is in place, any of the settings can be changed by updating the settings in the default profile and republishing the profile. What settings can be changed via app profiles? Any of the settings that are currently seen on the client provisioning screen can be changed using app profiles. This includes settings like the app poll time, disabling the screensaver, changing the screensaver timeout, and advanced settings like Active Directory attribute collection. What if distinct groups of employees need different app settings? That's not a problem. Additional app profiles can be created and targeted at specific groups. Perhaps your executive team want the screensaver timeout to be 15 minutes. You can create an additional app profile and publish it to just this group. Do app profiles mean no more app upgrades? Unfortunately, no. New product features, like the ability to set the lock screen image, may require software code changes to the app. This new code needs to be added to create a new app version and redeployed, as is the current process. But app profiles will help reduce the number of redeployments of the same version of the app. Let's move now into the SnapComms Content Manager, where I will demonstrate app profiles in action. Step 1 is to uninstall previously installed SnapComms apps from all computers. For this demonstration, I will manually uninstall the SnapComms app from this PC. Open the control panel, select Programs and Features, and uninstall the SnapComms app. The second step is to open the app download page and download the base app. Remember that this will already have a default profile applied. Then install the base app on the test computer. Looking at the installed app, hover over the SnapComms icon to see the app version number and the name of the currently applied profile. Now I will demonstrate how to update the default profile and publish that to this PC. Open the App Profiles page and click the default profile. Here we see the app profile settings for the default profile, which is published to the whole organization. Click Advanced Settings to see more available settings. Remember the example of the screensaver timeout setting, which is 10 minutes in the default profile. I can confirm that by opening the screensaver settings on this PC, where I can see that the SnapComms screensaver is applied with a timeout of 10 minutes. I want to reduce that now to 4 minutes and publish the updated profile to the whole organization. Change the timeout to 4 minutes. All changes are automatically saved. Now simply publish the updated default profile to the whole organization. Wait a few minutes for the app to poll and apply the new default profile. Then go back to the screensaver settings and see that the timeout is now 4 minutes as applied by the updated default profile. Now I will demonstrate how to create an additional app profile with specific settings for a distinct group of employees. Click Create Profile, type the name of the new profile and create. Increase the timeout to 15 minutes and change the targets to the executive group only. Then publish this new profile to the targeted group. The app will restart to apply the effect of the new profile. The screensaver timeout has been increased to 15 minutes. Returning to the app profiles page, we can see that there are now 2 app profiles in place for my organization. Let's take a closer look at priority and see what this means. Remember that the default app is always published to the whole organization. See how the new executive profile has been added at a higher priority to the default. This means that even though the default app was originally published to executives as part of the whole organization, the executive profile will now override the default profile for that subset of employees, as it has a higher priority. The key concept here is that only one app profile can ever be applied to a particular employee's app at any time. Can all administrators create and publish app profiles? No. An administrator must have specific permission to access the app profile section. This permission is granted in the Administrator Information view. What are the minimum versions and technical requirements? The minimum server and app versions for app profiles are both 18.4, available from April 2018. To run app version 18.4, PCs require the .NET Framework 4.5.2. This is the same requirement as for the SnapComms app version 17. Thank you for watching this tutorial. More information about app profiles is available on our knowledge base. Click here to access that now, or contact your SnapComms representative or tech.support@snapcomms.com with any questions.